we're continuing our What If Civilization Restarted series. And while the Yellow Nation does not have fun, as a few revolts break out in this area. And also, this isn't the Orange Nation, despite the fact it looks similar. And their revolt is for their nation. Nation over here revolts, as they call it, whatever they would call this region. Revolts. I don't know what they would call the Caucasus Mountains. You can just say they're the Caucasus Revolts. And yeah, you may think there's too many nations, but I think we might have ended up heading back to that problem with another revolt breaking out. And they may think this is too many countries, which I couldn't disagree with, because technically you could say that, anyone could say that. Technically somebody could argue there's too many countries now. Now this nation not liking it, as this is an embarrassment. Yeah. As they get pushed back by a golden nation. With this nation trying to take over what's it? With them all unifying to work together. But I'm not going to change their colors. With them all taking over what they believe is theirs. And this nation is probably the biggest one here in this region. At this point, it appears. With them all taking over the region, deciding to partition it. So let's see how it goes. As the nation they're part of decides to let them leave, because they don't want to inspire more revolts. So let's see how the peace treaty goes. A lot of nations. The nation heard about this and decided to take advantage of it to take some lands. And this Yellow Nation has lost multiple cities already. With them meeting for peace not long after. As their empire is not having a good time. I mean, it definitely could be worse. With this, well, what we would call Central Asia. I don't know what they call Asia. Maybe Europe and Asia is one continent in their eyes. Who knows? With this nation getting what they wanted. With this nation moving in to liberate some nations and expand their territory. And the reason they want to liberate places is to have some influence and weaken the nation. With them managing to inspire revolts over here. As their speed of invasion moves up. With them managing to occupy to here. So the Yellow country agrees to peace. Well, the Yellow Nation's collapse kind of stops happening here at this point. So let's see the strength, but it did collapse a bit. This nation here gets invaded by this nation over here. And this nation quickly starts its entry into this region. And this area gets taken over and they agree to peace. Which, the peace treaty is not too harsh, you wouldn't think. But that's a lot gone. With their empire running into problems. Because that's where it was based from. Well, then this nation declares its will to be independent, along with its over here nation does. Over here one does. With here and here. Believing that the empire was no longer a stable empire. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Who knows? Well, we just need 2 more colors. Maybe this color. And that color. This nation over here being obsessed with conquest to the north. And well, that's 2 nations to collapse in this video. And then, well, the collapse of this nation begins. As 3 nations start invasions that collapse this nation. With it being, well, the yellow nation, the beige nation, and the pink nation decide to start. No, that's pink purple. That's like purple, but a pink shade. A pink shade of purple. Even though it's not pink at all. I don't know why I keep saying pink, even though if it's not pink at all. Maybe I just don't know what I'm saying. Maybe that's the problem. Well, the yellow nation starts moving in. And well, they partition the nation on those lines. So, expanding their colonized areas. Well, this nation over here, this blue nation, collapses. Well, a few nations declare its independence. Over here, one declares independence. This is a small nation. Over here, one declares independence. And up here, it's an independence. And over here, declares independence. And over there, declares independence. With this declaring independence, over there, over here had their independence declared. Over here. And over here, the rest is the direct part. A perfect timing allows this nation. This nation collapses. And it's also not too cold. So this nation, knowing this, knowing more than all other nations, as its only nation that actually established diplomatic relations with them, it takes this opportunity to invade them. With them basically freezing. Eventually, this nation agrees to surrender fully over. Under the promise, they get made into one colony, which is upkept maybe for a long time, maybe for a short time. Who knows? But they're definitely establishing quite a few colonies. They have basically, 7? They got 7 colonies. Kind of crazy. I know. That's 7. Yes, that's 7. Well, this nation may have less for now. Or more. I haven't really counted. But they decide to split this big area into 2 colonies. One basically being the new area and a bit of their former territories. Anyone else need to make more? For now, it seems fine. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but non-delay subscribe. Bye, guys.